All right, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, citizens of YouTube. This is Pastor Dow. I want to talk to you here just for a moment, speaking to you about positive and negative people. Now, make no mistake about it. All of us, we're literally spirits, because this body that we seem to be occupying and dwelling in is nothing but an earth suit that occupies the real true us. We use this body to identify each other so we can say, look, that's brother so-and-so, or that's sister so-and-so, or that's so-and-so. But more than anything, it would behoove us to start paying attention to number one, ourselves, and then we would be able to clearly see others. You see, a lot of times we can't identify those who are positive or those who are negative, those who bring a healthy environment and those who bring an environment that is not conducive for health, if we ourselves are affected by a negative spirit, or when we come around, we're just not so fruitful in our hearts in order to bring a very fruitful environment. It's hard for us. It really, truly is. It's hard for us to be able to see and identify others with a true heart when we ourselves are so negative. Now, whether we all like it or not, we are all products of our environment. And we have to be very, 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 very careful. That's what we need to be. Listen to me very closely. With not only what we allow into our eyes on a daily basis, but we also really, really, truly need to be careful about what we hear in the hearing of our ears, because whether we like it or not, these methods and modes and form of communication that advertise to us, they affect us. Because what you see and what you hear, it has an effect on the thoughts. Have you ever paid attention? You know, I've said this some time ago. I said, why don't you sit somewhere quietly? This is called meditate. Sit somewhere quietly and just see what thoughts run through your head. Did you hear what I said? Did y'all hear what I said? I don't care who you are. Believer, unbeliever, makes no difference. Because you're getting ready to find out something about you that either you have chosen to ignore and you know exists, or you never even really entertained the possibility of doing such a thing. But I tell you what, you're going to find out what's really, truly controlling you and what has been controlling you all of your life. And you know what? It's a very hard pill to swallow, but yet and still it needs to be taken every single day. The truth. The truth is, we've been controlled by thoughts, we've been controlled by feelings, and we've been controlled by emotions that we have never checked. And if you hang around people that are positive, people that are overcomers, people who are trying to make an attempt for perfection to live a moral, healthy life, what is your environment going to be? But if you hang around those who all they have is cancerous words, words of bitterness, words of hatred, words of division, words of discord, if you continue words of slander, if you hang around that type of environment, what kind of effect do you think it's going to have on you? The truth is, none of us are strong enough for that type of environment. We really, truly are not. So it would be in our best interest to distance ourselves from a lot of people and seeing a lot of things and hearing a lot of things if it does not bring about a healthy environment. Some of us, I just got finished speaking to my wife this morning, and I said to Sister Carol, I said, one of the major problems in this world is that people are blinded to themselves. I mean, you just think about this. Look at let's just go the last week, this past week of our life. all right, the last 7 days, have you been more positive or more negative each day? Think about it, each day. And when you weigh this and you put it in percentages, which one are you? Are you a negative individual with negative thoughts, negative feelings, negative emotions, even when you see someone? Or if you're somewhere, do you bring a negative power about you? This is very painful, but we have to learn how to discern ourselves. We really, truly do. Because the truth is, the majority of the people that I know, the majority of the time, they are negative. Not really, really negative. They're not positive whatsoever at all. As a matter of fact, in the natural sense, these type of people would be called acidic and not alkaline. Because if you're alkaline, that means that your body is healthy and it's putting itself in a position to be able to fight off and ward off different types of bacteria and diseases that is trying its best to defeat and overcome you. Because your body, whether you understand it like it or not, it's always trying to go towards and gender towards an unhealthy state, death. The majority of you're negative all the time, even in thoughts. You really, truly, if you do have any happiness at any given time or any peace, it's only for a sliver of a moment. And then you'll immediately go right back into, look at this, what you love. Because whether you like it, comprehend, understand it or not, you do what you love. You are what you love. And it makes no difference if it's life or death. Some of us choose to function life, meaning positive, meaning we want to infect a positive change in the environment. We want to create a healthy atmosphere. And in order to do that, we have to be truthful and honest with ourselves. But the majority of us, we simply just don't care. We don't care. If I'm miserable, I'm going to do everything I can to affect change and make that whole entire environment miserable. If I'm unhappy, I'm going to do whatever I can. Rather than dealing with myself, I'm going to do whatever I can to make sure that I create a very cancerous death environment, be it by my countenance falling or be it about me radiating some type of negative feeling and emotion that when people come in and when people come around me, they're like, oh, they don't say anything, but they standoffish and nobody really wants to be there. This is the truth. It really, truly is. And that's why I made that video yesterday, social media network. I mean, is it positive or negative? I mean, to me, man, it seems like it's imploring a culture of death. And it's bringing out things in this heart right here that comes out of this mouth or whatever's in the mind that's now become an extension of a keyboard, us typing. We become very antisociable. And I'm telling you, really, truly, just get everybody else out of your mind and think for your own self. Are you a positive person or a negative person? And don't give yourself a pass either by assuming and thinking that you are something. I mean, be a very harsh, critical judge of yourself. Because if you can do that, then you'll find out that life is too short to be living in sadness and misery. It really, truly is. And once you have assessed yourself and you properly have assessed yourself, then the next move is after you have taken some counsel with people, after you have spoken to them, if you have people around you that choose to be negative, remove them out of your life. Life is entirely too short to be living in misery. It really, truly is. We need to enjoy the fruit of life, but you can't do that until first you, number one, learn how to love yourself. I didn't say be stuck on yourself. I say love yourself. That's what I said. I didn't say stuck on yourself, but learn how to love yourself. Then and only then will you be able to extend that love to others? And you know, it's a very painful statement, but I'm going to go ahead and say it anyway. The reason why many of us out there in our whole entire life have never been able to keep relationships, let's say a friend, for any length or any extended period of time is because we're so cancerous in our mouth, our attitude, our heart, and our spirit that we have never, ever, ever showed ourselves friendly. But we want to blame everybody else for not being friendly. But the truth is, you're just not friendly. You don't even know how to be a friend. And you know the reason why you don't know how? Because you don't know how to love yourself. You don't know how to respect yourself and honor yourself. Now, it's hard. Because seeing yourself is really, truly hard. That's why I say stop, meditate, get your Manila legal pad. Go get a legal pad. Stop for 5 minutes. And then jot down every single thought that comes to your mind. And then start working on those things. And you'll see a change in your life. Matter of fact, you'll be at peace. You'll be healthy. Your discernment will greatly increase. And because of a lot of the pain and suffering and affliction and oppression and depression that you experience and you go through on a daily basis, when you learn how to cope and deal with these things and then eradicate them from your life, you'll be better in a position to become a benefit for others, thereby creating a very healthy environment. And guess what? Anyone who chooses to be negative, anyone who chooses to not, and I'm not saying, don't get me wrong, we will be reproved. We will be rebuked and corrected in this life and admonished. Don't take that as negativity, because rebuking is one of the purest form of love that there is. But we despise it, don't we? Thereby acting like bastards. But the truth is, rebuking is one of the purest form of love that there is. Anytime someone rebukes you, corrects you, or chasing you, they are showing you love that you have been trained, coerced, and manipulated to reject in this life. It's simply just not intelligent. It's very unintelligent. So be careful of the company you keep. And anyone that brings pain and suffering, especially yourself. I didn't say go out here and murder yourself, but you do need to die out to that attitude, make a 100-degree change, and change your mind. When you do that, you're determining your heart and mind to do that, your outlook on life will be great. And not only that, people will want to come around you, and they'll want to actually speak with you and be a friend with you, because you have first learned how to be a friend and love yourself. So the bottom line is, the reason why many of you have relationships, you have acquaintances, you have colleagues, but you really truly don't have true friends that will stick with you closer than a brother. And the reason why you don't have that is because you have not first showed yourself friendly. You full of offenses. Even your speech. You can always condemn everybody. You try to go and get everybody to see things your way while you never change. Never, ever change. And guess what? You continue to keep going from bad to worse. Your body, this thing right here, is a barometer to the spiritual realm. You can fast. You can smoothie yourself to death. You can take every herb on the planet and drink every fruit shake and drink all the clean water. You can do all that all you want. You can go on a raw food diet. You can do all that you want. But if you don't correct this right here, you're going to continue to watch the destruction and the deterioration of your own body, which you yourself are responsible for, and you yourself are destroying because you refuse to be honest with yourself. It's a painful reality and a painful truth. But anyway, hey, believe it or not, I know sometimes truth is very painful, but one thing about truth, it always sets you free, providing you can embrace it and accept it. Y'all have a wonderful day. Please have a wonderful day. Share this video with someone who could probably use a good, healthy talk like this. And just maybe you'll be able to create a healthy environment. But the last thing, remember this. After you've assessed yourself, remove from you all negative influences from your life, be it people, be it things. If it takes to get rid of the TV, get rid of it. If it takes to stop watching movies, stop watching movies. I mean, you need to find the source of strength and life. Glory to the King. And then you'll see that life really truly is worth living. We only go this way one time, so make it a good one.